two-wheeler industry, it appears, Krishna, that after a momentary break or a halt post increase in prices of electric two-wheelers, the sales momentum is back on track.
Well, there is a need clearly for electric vehicles and electric two-wheelers in this country. Bear in mind, electric cars are still out of the reach of so many middle-class Indians because of just the price difference. All electric cars come with around 20 to 30% price premium as compared to a regular car. And hence, and regular car prices have gone up. So that makes the EV cars even more out of reach and only within the reach of the upper middle class of Indians. Whereas two-wheelers are the staple of even the lower sort of Indians, the lower middle class, the middle class. Two-wheelers attract a huge Indian audience. And therein lies a huge opportunity to convert a majority of them into electric vehicle consumers. And that is the reason why you've seen like a company like Ola set up the world's largest electric two-wheeler plant in Krishnagiri district in Tamil Nadu as well. Of course, albeit those plants and some of Ola's own EVs, scooters have run into issues, but these are birthing tanks as far as India is concerned. If India wants to go towards a renewable energy way and ensure mass adoption of renewable energy, electric two-wheelers are the best way to go. So sales might come down in a particular month, might go up in a particular month, but they're clearly the future going forward.
All right. Let's quickly explain to our viewers why sales were down in the month of June. It was essentially on the back of the fact that electric two-wheelers became more expensive. Because FAME 2 was revised, the subsidy that was offered on electric two-wheelers, an upfront reduction in cost, 40% was brought down to 15% for at least 7 of the 13 existing EV players. For the other 7, subsidy was taken off entirely because on the back of course, allegations that they did not adhere to localization norms, that they were supposed to have local batteries, but they continue to import batteries. Now, that is a case that is still currently pending. Some of those 7 companies are saying we're going to pay back the subsidy that we got over the course of last 2 years. It's a case that we continue to discuss here, Amit, essentially. But the overall plight of electric two-wheeler industry was that we will not clock same numbers anymore because two-wheelers have become more expensive. So after an abysmal show in the month of June, we're now given to understand July will close on better numbers. At least 55,000 units are expected to be sold. It's 28th. We still have 2-3 more days to go. But there's some sort of rebound that we're looking at.
June was the worst month for electric two-wheelers in almost 11 months. So prices jumped 20 to 30%. And this 20% jump, while it is good, it's starting from a very low base, 46,000 units in the month of June. It's a very small number for a country the size of India. It has jumped to 55,000 units, as we say. But despite that, the 5 million mark, that target that Niti Aayog has set for this category by 2025 is a long shot by with the way the things are going. At least the SMEV believes so. They think if we touch 1.5 million by 2025, we'll be good. So that target is going to be elusive. But yeah, it's a recovery. It's a recovery from a very low base. So 20% looks big. But yeah, it's a start. Let's hope it catches up as time goes by.
All right, let's hope it catches up. Remember, it continues to be a pain point for a lot of two-wheeler EV makers. Some of them you spoke to yourself. Before I move on from this story, we've also had an opportunity to talk to Government of India, Amit.
Yes.
And you've spoken to officials at Niti Aayog. Their plans are different. They believe that it's now time to not just incentivize sale, but make it lucrative for people to own an EV, which is have more charging infrastructure, have more e-mobility roads out there, roads that are friendly for electric two-wheelers, etc., etc. So, I still remember because we had made a documentary on sale of electric two-wheelers and why it's the end of game or end of road for them, where when you spoke to Niti Aayog officials, they had a very contrary point of view. Their point of view was, you can't just make it cheaper because you want people to own it. You've got to make it lucrative for people to own it.
Yeah. So they are now concentrating or planning to concentrate on infrastructure development around the EV universe. And also their concentration is not very much only on two-wheelers. two-wheelers saw a slump, but they are looking at all sorts of EV buses. They have done the numbers have done well for them. Three-wheelers, their numbers seem to have done well for them. Cars, is a category on its own and probably premium, as Krishna mentioned. So they are looking at the entire universe, and they have limited money to spread. They try to do a demand pull sort of thing in the first two FAME exercises. In the next one, probably it will be concentrated more towards infrastructure development around this universe.
So essentially, the next FAME, if it's envisaged in a different way, it's going to be around building infrastructure. Remember, a PLI scheme already continues to exist for helping manufacturing of two-wheelers. Whether there's going to be an incentive, not just on the supply side, but also on the demand side, which is consumer side, we'll have to wait and watch out for whether there's going to be rebranding of FAME 2. But right now, it continues to exist. And of course, the incentive that was given has been revised downward, but sales are expected to pick up once again.